Here's why President Trump is in no hurry to open up the Strait of Hormuz or end his blockade on Iran. Iran is weakening, the multipolar world is being disrupted, and the US is winning on many fronts. The US doesn't mind at all if the strait is closed for another few months, since it'll be bad for Europe, China, India, and the rest of Asia. China's trade surplus was down 50% in March and will continue to suffer if the war prolongs. A world in turmoil is good for the dollar. Oil shortage is good for US companies. And the war means more revenue for the US military-industrial complex. Pete Hegseth, the US Defense Secretary, is urging Europe to help open up the Strait of Hormuz, but this is to shift the blame and hide the fact that the US is enjoying the situation. The US blockade of Iran is now crushing the Iranian economy. This is an inexpensive way and less controversial to win the war. Without exports, Iran's government will have no budget, and that means 1 in 3 Iranian workers will not get their paycheck. Without imports, there will be shortage in many critical materials and even food. Consider that 30% of wheat, 50% of rice, and 70% of corn consumed in Iran are imported. How bad is the economy in Iran? Here are 3 stats. Monthly inflation in Iran is 10%. Monthly. Minimum wage is $100 a month. A small chicken costs 7 million riyals. The bombings by Israel and the US have also destroyed 75% of steel production and petrochemical industry in Iran. Moreover, don't forget that the US can really send Iran into the Stone Age. For example, a few strategic bombs on natural gas fields or the pipelines, Iran loses 80% of its electricity. A couple of bombs on the tiny Karg island, Iran cannot even think about exporting oil. Right now, they tried to get some tankers evade the US blockade, although most get caught. So, just like in a magic show, the most important thing happens where you're not looking.